If you're going to carry out a redundancy, or if you're involved in a redundancy situation and it's a non-collective redundancy, in other words a one-off redundancy in a smallish business, there's a couple of things that can arise. The employee can bring a claim against the employer for a sham redundancy if in fact the redundancy is not a genuine redundancy and is basically a method by which to get rid of the employee. So it's not a real redundancy, it's a sham redundancy, and that can give rise to a claim, a successful claim for unfair dismissal. Another way though that an unfair dismissal claim can succeed is if the employee is unfairly selected. So the employer doesn't have any rational basis or objective criteria for choosing a particular employee for redundancy and makes him or her redundant. In those circumstances, an unfair dismissal claim can succeed as well. And there's a third situation. The third situation is where there is actually a genuine redundancy. It's not a sham, but the conduct of the employer has been unreasonable in the way that it was carried out. This would involve not having a proper and fair and real consultation with the employee and a look at possible alternatives. It would involve not giving the employee the right to representation in any meeting or consultation meeting with him or her in relation to the potential loss of job. And the third aspect of it would be where the employee is not given the right to appeal. If these three situations or three factors are present, it's quite possible that even though it's a genuine redundancy, if the three factors are present, that is, the employee isn't given the right representation, isn't given the right to appeal, and there isn't a proper, genuine consultation process gone through, then it's quite possible that the employee will win a claim for unfair dismissal, even though it's a genuine redundancy. And I say this on foot of two decisions issued around about December 2016, one from the Workplace Relations Commission and one from the Labour Court. One of them resulted in an award of €21,750 for the employee, and the other one involved an award of, I think, 35,000 for the employee from the Labour Court. Both situations involved a genuine redundancy. Both situations, however, were held that the conduct of the employer wasn't reasonable, and those three situations, or those three factors rather, were not present. That is, a real and substantive consultation, a right of representation in any discussion or any consultation meeting about the potential redundancy or potential loss of job. And the third factor was the absence of the right to appeal. Hope you find this video useful. If you do, give it a thumbs up down below.